This is our life. So Lucky's in hot water.
Trouble. Bad.
He bit his mama.
Mama's not happy with him.
Well, let's see, folks. I'm tired.
You're not going to bed yet.
Sweetie.
Well,
I'm tired.
I mean, we're ready for tomorrow, though, honey.
I know. Anyway, folks, so we went into Keene, and I saw this couple holding hands, and they did not have a hand-holding license. I warned them. You know, I told them they needed a license, but I didn't report them to the police. As in Keene, you have to have a hand-holding license. Actually, I will tell anybody doing anything in Keene they have to have a license for that. I actually told this one girl once, she had a book bag, backpack as they call them nowadays. I don't remember what color it was, but I told her they were illegal. Okay, I said the mayor of Keene doesn't like that color, so he outlawed them. She believed me. Of course, the way things are nowadays, with laws for everything, and just about half the stuff is illegal anyway. You know, the government now says they own the rain. At least in some places they say that, and they get away with it because people let them get away with it. But anyway, so we have some things to do tomorrow. Tomorrow, I want to go to Jaffrey, and I already looked at Google Maps. It takes about 20 minutes to get there. And there's a gun store in Jaffrey, and they sell High Point. High Point's a brand. I want to get us a pistol, a 40 caliber, 40 Smith & Wesson. High Point because it's cheap. Now, let's see, if they have two that are used, unless they like really mark down the price of their new ones there, which I doubt they do. I don't even know if they sell used guns. I would think they do. I've looked them up on Google and whatnot, and they have a pretty good sized store. So we're going to register the car. We have to go do the regular things that everybody has to do, you know, pay the rent and all that. Thing about ammo is I'm probably not going to be able to get any because we have an Amazon order. We have to register the car. I want to get the pistol before we can't get a pistol anymore. We might run over to whatever his name is that we buy ammo at and might get 1 or 2 boxes of ammo, but just for the pistol. And so we can maybe go out sometime somewhere. We have to find a new place to go shoot because
it's snowed under.
Yeah, the road, if you want to call it a road, it used to be a road.
Barely call a road.
It's covered with snow. And the other day we were trying to get the car out when there was still snow in the driveway, and the wheels just so I don't know where else we well see, the thing is with New Carey, the law is you can shoot just about anywhere because you can hunt just about anywhere unless private property is posted. You're allowed to hunt. Therefore we can go out and we can shoot, but I don't want to be like real obvious, like pull up the side of the road and start excuse me, start pulling rounds off. You know, I want to be able to hit the target. You know, I want to be able to put a target there. I want to be able to get some idea of the distance, and I want to make sure it's a safe safe place to shoot. You know, where we usually shoot is safe because there's a hill right there. You know, I mean, you're shooting into a hill. You're shooting into rock. But I'm very tired, people. Sorry. So I'll probably either a Taurus or a High Point or some other cheap gun. If it would be really nice to find a couple of used 40 calibers or 140 and 19. If we could get them for about the same price as a single new one, that way we would both have a gun. I want her to be safe. I want her to be able to protect herself. Her is my wife over here, the most beautiful woman in the world. Did you know that the Miss America pageant refused to accept her because she's so beautiful she would destroy all the other contestants? I mean, they said, look, if you show up, nobody else is even going to have a chance. You would win automatically. So they refused to let her in. In the Miss World contest, the same thing. They said the same thing. So, what can I say? I have the most beautiful wife in the world. I just want her to be safe. You know, there is a particular individual that hasn't popped his head up in a while. But yeah, I don't know how concerned she is, but I'm
Better be smart enough to leave well enough alone.
Yeah, I have concern because he has bipolar disorder. I understand bipolar disorder. He's not on medication. He smokes pot instead, and he's armed. So, and he's been violent toward people, and then accuses everybody else of being violent. But
I'm about to set up around here. I'm going to use it for target practice.
Yeah, I mean, he just better stay away. We saw him in Keene once. It was a while back, but we saw him. I guess over the summer, spring, summer. But anyway, so I'd like to get that 40. Yeah, I need to read. This is a very good book. I highly recommend it. The Gulag Archipelago by Alexander Solzhenitsyn. Alexander Solzhenitsyn. Anyway, yeah, what went on in Germany and Italy in the early years of the fascists. In Spain, things happened differently. In Spain, we actually had a war that brought fascism into power, the fascists into power, Franco into power. But in Germany and Italy, you know, it didn't happen overnight. It was a process. They used the system, and things are very scary right now. I think a lot of people understand that. But yeah, I'm also very concerned about that kind of stuff. And you know, the Republicans are not conservatives, they are neocons, i.e. socialist. Justin Amish, he's conservative / libertarian, but he had a committee seat, but he was stripped of that. And there's one other Republican that's conservative / libertarian, and he was also stripped of his committee seat by Boehner. Boehner is a neocon. He gave in to all this nonsense with the so-called fiscal cliff. There was no cliff. You know, if you know about the budget, the federal budget doesn't take place, the end of the budget is still several months away. So it was all a game, people. And they're going to give in to gun control as well. So please don't be supporting these idiots. You know, I would highly recommend watching Ron Paul's farewell address that you can find here on YouTube. It's like 40-45 minutes long, but it's well worth watching. Just wish that he would have done it while the Congress was all there, instead of in the middle of the night or whenever it was that he did it, when there were very few people there. But anyway, he touches on the game that's played between the two parties, because they're the same. Otherwise, that you wouldn't have all the stuff that's going on. But get your guns and get your ammo before you can't. And I would highly recommend you look into the Free State Project and the political philosophy of volunteerism and real libertarianism, not I can't remember their names. The last guy that ran as the Libertarian presidential candidate was a neocon in the closet, and the guy who ran 4 years ago as the Libertarian Party presidential candidate was big time neocon. Not real libertarians, not at all. But I also highly recommend you listen to Free Talk Live. Free Talk Live. Look it up. Just Google Free Talk Live. And it's a great radio show. We know the two hosts. They're great guys. And they always have guests come in. They're activists. Well, we're not very activist, but Anyway, so I'll leave it at that. I don't know what else I was going to say. I'm tired.